and welcome to today's lesson in the Pastor Study. You know, last time we saw that Absalom was killed. And, we have to remember the day and age in which this happened. There was no mass communication. There was no rapid emails, no calling on cell phones, no radio communication. One soldier was given the task of communicating from the front lines to the back what had happened, what actions had taken place. And so Joab selects an individual to go and deliver a message to the king. Now there's another individual who wants to travel as well, and he actually outruns the first. But the whole thing is that a message is sent to King David. And the first person comes doesn't truly deliver an honest message. But he says there's a second person that they see coming. And the king asks him, "Is it well with the young man Absalom?" And he says, when Joab sent the king's servant, and he served servant, I saw a great tumult, but I did not know what it was. So the first person comes and he says, "Hey, what happens to Absalom?" He says, there was a big battle scene. I was sent out, but I don't know all the details. But when the second person arrives, he says, "Let my lord the king receive good news, for the Lord has freed you this day from the hand from those who rose up against you." Basically, he says, Absalom's dead. That's the message he gives him. He said, Absalom rose up against you. He tried to take away the king, your kingship, and God intervened, and he is now dead. And you know what? There's grief that falls upon King David. He's moved, and he cries out, and he cries for his son Absalom. He said, "Would that I had died in your stead." Anytime a parent sees their children doing something wrong, there are times that we wish we could intervene. We wish we could take the punishment. But we can't. But you know what? It gives us a perfect picture of what our Father in heaven has done for us. He sees our sins. And as much as he wants to be righteous, and as much as he needs to be righteous and judge us, he also provides his Son to take our place, to suffer the consequences of our sin, to take on our sin. You see, David could not take Absalom's place, but Jesus Christ, the Son of God, took my place, your place, for our sins. Ponder and think on that, and rejoice in God's goodness and his great love for you. Till next time in the Pastor Study, this is Ray Bertolet saying goodbye, and may God bless.